What is up, YouTubeverse? Back again with the second part of the Myers-Briggs test. This time, it's this guy. This insane being beside me, this avatar of chaos.
I am an incarnation of an immortal chaos.
Go to the Winchester, have a drink, and wait till this all blows over.
God damn it. I was doing the GIF.
Have a pint, I guess.
A pint, I think it is.
Yeah. Failed already. So yeah, anyways, this time, so last time we found out I was a mediator of sorts, and I was quite happy with that result, actually. I would say it's quite close to me. From what you know of me, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. You're not just saying that to shut me up?
No, it sounds reasonable.
Okay. Emotionally unstable. Okay.
Hashtag turbulent.
I was very turbulent, though.
Just write that on, like Jared Leto's Joker, just write it, damage, just turbulent on your forehead.
God. Anyway, so we're going to get started right away.
Alright, here's...
Number 1. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people.
Certainly it's gotten better in recent years, but it's not fantastic. Middle agree.
Middle agree?
Yeah.
You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings.
Not a lot, honestly.
So...
Yeah, small
disagree? Okay.
I mean, it happens sometimes, but it's not really, like...
It's
often.
Not as bad as me?
No, it's, like...
I got a whole nother world going on
it's
here, I
mostly
think.
when I'm, like, completely exhausted, or just, like, I don't want to be in this place.
Fair enough. So, you try to respond to your emails, or as we decided, texts, as soon as possible, and cannot stand a messy inbox.
100% agree.
100%?
Every single time I respond promptly, even emails, everything is just prompt and organized.
Prompt and organized. Let's see, how many times have I sent you a message and you're just not there? I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Nothing at all, nothing at all.
I feel like there's some baggage for me, Dr. Phil, to discuss.
Well, you see, he's got a problem here. I'm not really a psychiatrist. I'm a carpenter from Texas.
What the fuck kind
of... he wasn't actually a psychiatrist, right?
I knew he wasn't actually a doctor, but interesting.
I think he's actually a carpenter. He was a carpenter or plumber. Oh, a plumber. That's what it was. He was a plumber, I think. Anyways, you find it easy to stay relaxed even when there is some pressure.
Completely disagree. I fall apart instantly. Like, it's not good. The fact that I am able...
I think you're actually worse than me.
I am
You might actually be worse than me.
As soon as even the slightest bit of pressure is forced on me unexpectedly, I fucking break.
You do not usually initiate conversations.
Yeah, generally agree. Middle agree.
You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity.
Middle disagree. It's partly out of... Sometimes I'm just curious about things.
Fair enough.
Sometimes it's also just...
So say we all.
What the fuck?
Except the people who aren't.
Yes. What's that from, anyways?
I'm not sure.
I want to say it's like Battlestar Galactica or something. I'm probably
well,
wrong.
if it is, it's not where I got it from, because I've never watched Battlestar Galactica, so...
Me neither.
You feel superior to other people, all joking aside.
Medium disagree.
You disagree?
I really don't.
No?
No. I'm quite aware that I'm not a fantastic human being.
You should probably work on that.
Sometimes there are things that just can't be helped.
It's quitter talk. But then again, I'm a mediator, so I guess it's my word.
Give you the finger of shame over here. What the? That was an angry flick. That was furious. That was a furious flick right there.
The Furious Flick, another good band name.
That's the newest Fast and the Furious film. It's a spin-off Furious
Flick. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable.
I try to be adaptable, but the thing is, I have a plan. Like, I 100% have a plan, and I just stick to it, and if it falls, again, I immediately just fucking fall apart if things go wrong.
Organization is your...
100% agree.
Yeah. You are usually highly motivated and energetic.
Small disagree. Sometimes one down. One down.
That was right.
No, small disagree.
Oh, small disagree, sorry.
Are you on drugs, sir?
Yes. We went over this in one of the other videos we made tonight. This is the fourth video.
I think this is the fourth conversation where we've like, wondered if on drugs.
Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset.
Alright, I'm gonna go some hardcore talk. I literally do not give a shit. Like if someone is wrong, they're wrong. They can go fuck themselves.
So you are all about winning.
Yes.
Okay. Full?
Yes.
Full agree.
As long, what matters to me is finding out what is correct and what is incorrect.
You wish to find the truth, and nothing will stop you.
Absolutely.
Fair enough. You know, you might have the makings of actually getting a good persona. Now wake up, get up, and get out there.
I don't remember. I literally cannot understand what the fuck the singer is saying in the next line of dialogue. Otherwise, I just continue on with the lyrics.
Wake up, get out there, fight the lies in the. I think it's fight the lies in the making.
Okay, I did not. I literally cannot tell what the hell she's saying.
I've actually looked up the lyrics to it. I love that song.
I really
You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people.
I usually have to justify myself to myself.
Now, why do you think that?
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
So, no, but it's to other people we're talking about here, so.
Sometimes, I guess, small degree. I also almost want to go neutral, but...
Well, that's your choice.
Let's do neutral, yeah.
Neutral? Okay. Your home and work environments are quite tidy.
Alright. Middle agree.
Real talk now.
Middle agree.
Middle agree?
Because I keep my work environments very, very tidy. My home environment, it varies. Like, right now, I have, 2 giant stacks of DVDs on the floor. Because sometime, for a little while ago, I had,
next, by the way, so you
I
can't
had 5 stacks of books. Shit is just on the floor sometimes, because there's no room for it, because I have no room on my shelves. So, yeah.
You do not mind being at the center of attention.
For the most part, I generally dislike it, but there's also that insane egotistical part of me, so small disagree.
Small disagree?
Yes.
It's still on the disagree side, but...
There's a part of me that has to rein in my ego, which is difficult.
You can... Shall I give you a second?
Yes. Continue.
I'm entertaining the people. You consider yourself more practical than creative.
That's a difficult one, because I usually consider myself more creative, but I often, just work, things just turn out more practically.
This thing really does ask the harder questions, to be fair.
Let's put medium disagree.
Medium disagree?
Yeah.
You still go more towards the creative than the practical?
I generally do.
People can rarely upset you.
100% disagree. I am usually on the verge of murder at any given time.
Are these questions in the same order as mine?
Yeah.
I think they are, yeah. Your travel plans are usually well thought out.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Occasionally, like you say, you forget things, you fuck up.
Yeah.
But I plan to the last fucking detail. I set alarms, I set notes, everything is taken care of.
Me, it's like people have to knock on the door, like, wake up, we're going. And I'm just like, ah.
He didn't even know that anything at all was happening. He didn't know those people still lived.
It is often... When I sleep, I am dead to the world. Like, I am literally dead to the world.
I have an interesting story.
It takes a lot to fucking wake me up.
It's similar to me, and I have an interesting story to tell you.
Okay. Is this on-camera story? Or?
Yes, on-camera story. A few months ago, I was sleeping soundly one night, and apparently, a dog jumped onto our fence. Okay. So on our house, there's a fence, and there's a gulch, and there's a road behind our house. Mm-hmm. A guy was out walking his dog about midnight. His dog, I can't remember, I think he got spooked by a squirrel or something, and tried to, chase it into our yard. Mm-hmm. It was this giant fucking, massive fuck-off dog. Leaped
I thought you were going to say a squirrel was giant.
No, it leaped onto the fence and got stuck there and started barking and howling and whining.
Of course, poor bugger was stuck.
Yeah, so my parents start freaking out and they rouse up and they think it's a moose stuck on the fence or something. It was that big. They thought it was a moose. They were freaked out. It's midnight. They'd gone to bed. It's a work night.
There's some crazy monster on the fence yowling.
So yeah, the guy eventually comes around. They call the police get called to get the dog off. The owner comes and I slept through the entire thing. Didn't know until the next day.
Okay, counter your story with another story. It's a little shorter.
Yes.
Back when I lived with my parents, they at one point had gotten these metal, kind of semi-cheap metal shelves for the hallway, and they were storing a lot. My mother loves canning and stuff like that, likes canning, so she's got lots of jam and stuff on there. And apparently at some point in the night, one of the legs buckled, and the whole thing went down. Smash! I wake up the next morning, go open the door, and go out to see them cleaning up, and I'm like, what happened? And they're like, you slept through that? Basically, so, the only thing that's really effectively ever woke me up that was weird was in my old house. I lived 2 blocks away from a school, or the old the one that's not used anymore, over by Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
I get what you're on about.
Yeah. Anyways, so apparently it was a storm night that night, so there was lightning, and at one point, lightning struck in the parking lot at that school,
Well,
at
shit.
that place, and it hit hard enough that it shook me awake. That's 2 blocks away.
That's fucking hard.
Yeah, it shook me awake. I didn't even know why I woke up. I was so shook. I was very shook. But anyways, I didn't even know why I woke up. I didn't find out until the next morning that it's something there, because like Jordan was asleep there. He woke up and friggin'. I guess he's a lighter sleeper than I am, so.
Well, shit.
Yeah, so it was just crazy. But I'm not easily woken up. Anyways, we're getting off topic. So
back to the game.
It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. Are you a stone wall of indifference, or do you actually give a shit about people?
To be honest, it's not like relate. It's often hard for me to understand what people are feeling. Like, there are some times where I've thought about it, and I honestly wonder if I'm, like, genuinely on, like, the spectrum somewhere.
God.
Because, like, a lot of the times it's hard for me to figure out what the hell people are figuring just by looking at them.
Fair enough.
So,
not everybody's good at that, though,
it's incredible. Like, it's usually difficult.
Trust me, I've met a lot of people that were worse than you, probably.
Yeah. And even relate to it, I don't know. Like, I'm not an incredibly empathetic person, really.
I've seen that.
Middle agree.
Middle agree? Your mood can change very quickly.
Yeah, middle agree for that one.
Right.
I can go from I'm perfectly fine to I'm going to murder everybody in this room.
I've seen that many times. Not the murdering, just the attitude change. I didn't see any murdering whatsoever. No, of course not, officer. So, in a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. This kind of ties into that one before.
I basically answered this, yeah.
Yeah, so 100% agree.
I literally do not give a shit.
You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people.
Medium agree. I really don't. I usually don't. I'll think about it. Like
you are a robot, sir.
I also don't really take a whole lot of actions that are going to affect other people in any generally serious way. I'm not a great big. I'm not a giant fuck off rock in the pond. I am a pebble.
Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to methodical and organized approach.
Honestly, it kind of...
I've seen you at work. You are nothing but energy ripping around at top speed.
Yeah, kind of is. Like, I will go insane,
and then you'll stop for a while, electronics, and just stand there.
And they'll get back to it.
Then you'll go, yeah.
Yeah, so 100% agree.
You're often envious of others. Do you covet thy neighbor's wife, and thy neighbor's ass, and thy neighbor's wife's ass?
To be honest, not really. Like, I like shit, but it's like,
It's not really worth it.
No, I don't really see a point. Yeah, full disagree.
Full disagree.
I'm gonna go full disagree.
All right. An interesting book. I know this one.
This
yeah,
isn't
it's
even
more
difficult.
often. Yeah, no. In my case, it's a video game. In your case, it's a book.
And video game, but
Yeah,
mostly books.
Mostly book. Well, see, I see mine. It's video game then book. For you, it's book then video game. Basically. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. I feel like you're going to agree on that.
I think I'm going to say, yeah, middle agree. Sometimes you do need flexibility, but I think you need a plan.
The plan is where it starts. And I think I agreed with you on that one.
I think
I had the same
you
thing.
were lower down, I think, but yeah.
I might have been less, just slight agree. But the thing is that you can't really do a project without at least a plan to start with.
You need a plan to start with.
Even if the plan ends up going sideways and being changed
and then it needs to be
still a starting
modified.
point.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm injecting myself in this. I shouldn't,
Hashtag injection.
You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas.
Slightly agree. Only I used to quite a bit when I was younger, but I don't really a lot these days.
Well, that's growing up. So slightly agree.
Lower.
Lower. You often find yourself lost in thought when you are walking in nature. Do you walk in nature?
When I go camping.
Fair enough.
Kind of agree. Sometimes.
So middle.
Lower.
Lower.
Usually Usually it's more like you though, where everything's just calm and peaceful.
Yeah, it's more you go there to clear your mind, not think about things. If someone does not respond to your email or text quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong.
100% agree.
Really?
Yes. I
have all this other not caring thing, but this one actually hits you?
Because I have incredible social anxiety that I have, that is so incredibly crippling, I cannot call people over the phone.
Fair enough.
It is, genuine. It is hard for me to, if I'm at a store, I usually can't approach an employee. I'm terrified.
Offhand, is that why when I wanted to do the chat thing over Discord the other day, yesterday I think it was, And I said, like, you mentioned, you might as well just call it anyways. I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
But you instead made it so I did it. Was
No,
that the reasoning, or-
I said proceed because I was tired and I misread your thing that you were just going to text.
Okay.
But then I had to get my shit set up.
Well,
No,
anyways.
it's generally like people I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, so in the odd alternate future timeline, as a parent,
Somehow.
would you would rather see your child grow up kind or smart?
Rather see her grow up kind than smart.
Yeah, so agree is kind, smart is disagree, or you can do what I did in the middle. Either way,
I'm gonna go neutral. I'm gonna go middle disagree.
middle disagree.
Yes, I generally think it is far better. I think that an intelligent child is far better than a kind child, and will produce an effective generation.
See, the problem is, I think we have too many smart-ass kids these days. We need a few kind children.
I think we have dumbasses and assholes. Smart assholes is better than dumb asshole. Dumb
Not
kind people.
always. Smart assholes cause wars, man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, you do not let other people influence your actions. You're going to click disagree on this.
I'm gonna say small disagree.
Actually, really?
It depends. Because,
All joking aside, obviously.
Yeah, like.
Oh, sorry, small.
Yeah. I don't.
See, look, I was already trying to.
I mean, very clearly, I do with my particular anxieties. So I don't know.
The whole phone thing and all
Yeah.
that technically counts as that, but not really.
But, I mean, like, if other people's actions, they do technically influence my actions. So.
But that's life. Like that's we're getting deep here.
Pretty much
that's life. Nothing you do is not influenced by somebody else at some point.
I know that's kind of the thing. So
you were influenced into existence by your mother.
This is very philosophical.
Yeah. When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events.
Almost 100. Actually, no. Small disagree. What my brain does is take like tangential relations to real events and turn them into some kind of fucked up weird thing.
Okay, now I actually regretted this one a little bit. So you're 100% on
I'm 100%. Yeah.
There. It does not take much time.
100% disagree.
Can I finish reading it?
Okay.
To start getting involved in social activities in your workplace. Anyways, yes, I understand. You're the same as me. You're more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. Some of these sound like they repeat themselves now that I read them.
They do. Moderate disagree because there's a little bit of the improvisation that is necessary, but generally I'm careful.
Basically the same thing I said?
Kind of, yeah.
Your emotions control you more than you control them. How's that whole stabbing people thing going?
I'm 100% agree.
100% agree? You're a creature of pure emotion?
Pretty much, yeah. I am, unfortunately, quite at the whims of all my various instincts.
Fair enough. You enjoy going to social events and involve dress up or roleplay.
Disagree. I'm going to say medium, moderate disagree because there are certain sort of, like...
cons?
Yeah, that I think would be interesting to go to, but
exactly.
We
agree on that one. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical, yet intriguing ideas.
Moderate disagree. I generally don't do like a whole bunch of fantasizing anymore.
Honestly?
Not generally. If I get on some kind of tangent, it's usually in my brain. It's usually because I'm thinking about actually small disagree.
Small disagree.
Small disagree. So it's usually about some kind of
so we'll get to a small agree.
Some kind of theological or philosophical idea I'm having, and I want to carry that out to its logical extent.
Anyways, you would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan.
100% disagree on that one. I mean,
you're the plan man.
Yeah, I'm the plan. I'm the plan. That's my name in prison.
Oh God. You are a relatively reserved and quiet person. Well, reserved maybe. I don't really believe you to be a quiet person.
No. Medium agree. I mean, it depends on the circumstances, of course.
I suppose you probably don't say much at all if you're by yourself, so...
No, I talk to myself generally.
Unless you're like the guy who voices the Mario Brothers and everything and just start making noises at random.
I do actually generally talk to myself quite a bit when I'm alone.
Do you answer?
Yes. My parents think I'm weird because I just hold conversations with myself, sometimes out loud, sometimes in my head, very fragmentary.
You might be insane, but it's alright.
Totally.
Anyways, if you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees.
100% disagree. They do their job or they get out.
Yeah.
I do not care.
Okay, you often contemplate the reasons for human existence.
100% agree. I'm very interested in philosophical questions.
I've noticed. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions.
I'm going to go medium agree. You need a little bit of heart, but I think logic is generally more important.
Where did I go in this one?
You went medium disagree.
Yeah. So we're on the equivalent opposite scales.
Yes, I think I need a little bit of heart, but I prefer more logic. I think too many people use their heart. And
God, Tin Man, you need a heart and I need a brain.
Yes.
Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list.
I'm going to actually say small agree with that one. Small disagree, I mean.
Oh, small disagree?
Yeah. I don't know. It feels...
I think I went small agree, didn't I?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, whatever.
You need...
Play back the video. No.
Clayton does not remember to play back the video.
I do not. I'll just put words there. Clayton was too lazy.
You'll forget to do that.
Play back the video, but nobody came. I could go different directions with that, but we won't. Anyways, if your friend is sad about something, you are more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem.
100% disagree.
Are you like me? The more deal with the problem.
Yeah, deal with the.
You're a problem solver.
Yes.
You want to deal with the
I've noticed that a lot of that's a thing that people do. They just want to I just want support.
There's nothing wrong with emotional support. To be fair, I understand that.
I don't.
See,
I understand it a little bit, but not a lot.
You understand the basics of it.
Yes, but
doesn't mean you actually do it.
Yeah, if there's a problem, just fix it.
You are a blunt object, sir.
Yes.
It's all right. You rarely feel insecure.
100% disagree.
Kind of figured.
Yep.
You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it.
Actually, medium disagree. At work, I'm usually all right with that.
But to be fair, we're not the ones that come up with our timetable at work.
Well, in individual things.
Yeah.
And sometimes, usually in real life, I'm like, okay, I need to organize this shit, and then I just don't. So.
Anyways, being right is more important than... I know where you're going to go with this. Being more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. Really? Are you actually not cooperative with teamwork?
I'm going to go medium agree.
Medium agree.
There's a...
Oops, that was the wrong one.
You certainly need a little bit more. You need a little bit more cooperation, but
it's called teamwork, and there is no I in team. And I'm sorry that sounds so trite, but
it does.
It's not a team if everybody is not working together. It's just a bunch of random individuals fucking around. Pardon my language.
Right.
Pardon the language that I keep using all the time, anyways, without pardoning it. But anyways, you think that everyone's views should be respected, regardless of whether they're supported by facts or not.
100% disagree.
I know you were going to disagree on that. I remember your little diatribe there a moment ago.
I am a blunt object, as you say.
You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people.
Spending time with even a small group of people makes me physically exhausted.
So disagree.
Yes.
You frequently misplace your things.
Small I'm almost tempted to go neutral. Because I actually do a decent amount. I'm looking for a pair of jeans. I've not seen them in 3 months. At least. I'm serious. I don't... But my parents have
would laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I have had jeans go missing on me, too.
My mother's looking for a pair of jeans. My dad's looking for 2 pairs of jeans. We just don't know where they are.
Are you sure your dog hasn't eaten them?
My dog's too small. He's a Shih Tzu Bichon.
He hit him in a corner and just slowly worked at him.
There's nowhere in the corner to hide. There's nowhere we know his hiding spots.
He had to eat it pretty fast, then, didn't he? Anyways.
Slightly disagree. I do sometimes, so...
Yeah.
I'll give him...
Hey, you see yourself as very emotionally stable.
Immediate disagree. Moderate disagree.
Moderate? Okay. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans.
Yeah, full agree.
You would not call yourself a dreamer.
Not usually. I'm not particularly ambitious in person in that sense. I don't usually I'm not usually a fantasizer either. So medium is actually medium agree.
Medium agree?
Yeah. As you would not.
Oh yeah, because you would not. Yeah. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people.
100% agree.
Although, like me, you've still gotten the ability to do it.
It's one person and a camera.
Well, no, not here.
Yeah.
I'm talking at work.
Yeah.
Like you've addressed when we've had our group meetings before. I know I've seen you address the group as well, like I have. We've learned how to handle talking to people. Doesn't mean we like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Full agree, middle agree?
Full agree.
Full agree? Yeah. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination.
Medium agree. Yeah, no, it's usually experience. There's a sense of
having a stroke.
Yes, there's usually a bit of extrapolation involved,
which needs imagination.
Yes.
So you're going medium agree?
Yes, okay. That's fair.
You worry too much about what other people think.
100% agree.
Fair enough. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center.
100% agree.
There's a lot more room in around the walls because all the other idiots are packed in the center.
I know.
You have a tendency to procrastinate until there's nothing. There's not enough time to do everything.
I thought of a good Holocaust joke, but I'll save it for later.
Anyways,
slightly agree. Like I said, there are times.
Slightly agree. Yeah.
There are times when I just sort of don't do shit.
Have a good Holocaust joke. It's a real gas.
I was wondering where that was gonna go.
You feel very anxious in stressful situations.
100% agree. I am a fucking wreck.
Ball of stress. I know how that feels. You believe that it's more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. I think I know where that's going. Or really?
I'm not 100% actually.
Really?
I suppose it depends on how you define rewarding.
Fulfilling. It makes you feel more like you've done something with your life and time than to have gained the power, whatever the power may be.
I mean, neither of those are particularly filling because it's all temporary, transitory things. So neutral.
Humans are temporary, transitory things. So
I know.
You just enjoy the transitory things because that's what we are. Mind you, I'm coming from my point of view.
Yes, I'm going to say neutral, actually.
Neutral? Really?
I don't find particularly any of those to be either at all rewarding.
So you're ambivalent?
Yes.
All right. Doesn't mean you don't get some level of reward from both of them. It's just not really as much as other people would.
Not a major concern. It's one of those things that I always found just entirely useless. Both of them, I mean.
Right, fair enough. You have always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, e.g. in books, art, movies.
I sometimes like the unconventional, but there's also the fact...
You like books, dude. So
no,
in books, okay.
In books are the unconventional or ambiguous things. Often I go far towards convention. I'm a very traditional sort of person in a lot of ways. Let's do small agree.
Alright. I think this is the last one.
I think so.
You often take initiative in social situations.
100% disagree.
Boom. Results.
INTJ.
You are an architect.
Not even surprising.
So that's what you had before, wasn't it? Yeah. And now we wait.
I like how I'm a German mustache man with some kind of strange haircut.
A German mustache man haircut, of course. So, anyways, your mind, as again, trait determines how we interact with our environment. You are introverted. I think you're actually more introverted than me.
I am.
Like, not by, I suppose, a huge amount.
I think yours is like 14% extroverted, so.
Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. You are almost even.
But I'm a little bit more intuitive.
Yeah, a little more intuitive, but not by much.
I'm quite a great deal more thinking.
This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. You don't feel emotions.
No.
You fucking robot. Thinking. You are always thinking. Processing. I am processing.
This video game is very comical.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Tactics.
Robotitis.
God. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision-making. And you are actually the opposite of me on that. You are more judging what is there than prospecting for new. Right.
And I'm quite turbulent as well.
Yeah, well, that's not really surprising in both our cases.
No.
Turbulent kind of comes a lot from the fact that both of us are still quite socially awkward in a lot of ways.
We're fucking wrecks of human beings.
Okay. There's that architect dude keeps showing up. It's lonely at the top, and being one of the rarest and most strategically capable personality types, architects know this all too well. Architects form just 2% of the population, and women of this personality type are especially rare, forming just 0.8% of the population. Oh god, hashtag patriarchy, we're triggering them all now. Women can't be architects? No.
Less than half of women are compared to men are architects.
Yes. It is often a challenge for them to find like-minded individuals who are able to keep up with their relentless intellectualism and chess-like maneuvering.
So goddamn snooty.
People with the architect personality type are imaginative yet decisive, ambitious yet private, amazingly curious, but they do not squander their energy.
I'll disagree with that last one a little bit. But
yeah. Nothing can stop.
They're often given the title bookworm as children. Yep.
Here. Okay. Natural thirst for knowledge shows itself early in life. They're often given bookworms. Children, while this may be intended as an insult by their peers, they more than likely identify with it and are even proud of it, greatly enjoying their broad and deep body of knowledge.
Me, IRL.
Architects enjoy sharing what they know as well, confident in their mastery of their chosen subjects, but they prefer to design and execute a brilliant plan within their field rather than share opinions on uninteresting distractions like gossip. You are not entitled to your opinion, you are entitled to your informed opinion. No one is entitled to be ignorant.
That sounds fucking great.
Harlan Ellison.
I've yet to read any of his books.
Let's see who you are along with. Samantha Power, I have no idea who that is.
No idea.
Christopher Nolan.
Cool.
Don't you hate? I thought you didn't like him. No, there's another. It's another
J.J.
director.
Abrams?
J.J. Abrams. Yeah. Colin Powell. Elon Musk. You're up there, Elon Muskie.
I'm up with our alien overlord.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Cool.
That is like.
I know it's very
what.
From what I've
seen actually from some of his like Twitter stuff and like that, he's actually pretty eloquent.
From what I seen too from like his interviews from like the 80s and stuff, when he was just a bodybuilder, it does sound like it. Putin.
He's actually able to be more eloquent on Twitter because people can actually understand him.
Yeah.
Putin, yeah. Michelle Obama.
Okay. Nietzsche.
Friedrich Nietzsche. Yeah.
Which is interesting because I've never despised a human being more for
Nietzsche.
the philosophical human being than Nietzsche. Him and John Lennon are the two people I'm glad are dead. Well, more John Lennon, because John Lennon was a wife-beating hippie asshole. I don't
Walter
like him.
White.
Okay. I like
Keithra Baelish.
I like how
Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
I like how these are all like anti-heroes and villains.
Tywin Lannister. Gandalf the Grey.
I really would not describe Gandalf as an INTJ. I really wouldn't.
Well, apparently they did. Yennefer. Katniss.
I guess.
7 of 9. Well,
and
you're like a fucking Borg.
And Moriarty. Yeah, that
Moriarty.
makes sense.
What's your still? We didn't actually go into this on mine.
No.
I don't think. Strengths and weaknesses. Your quick
We
imagination.
can always just pop over to yours.
I don't know if it'll still remember it.
Well, you can
and
just
I really
select
don't want to
all
click
the
through all the crap. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, strategic mind, high self-confidence.
Nope.
Independent and decisive.
Yeah.
Hardworking and determined.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into the deep reading on this shit. Open-minded.
I vaguely.
Jack of all trade.
I guess. Arrogant.
A
little, maybe. But not really.
You're just trying to hold back for the camera. I know you are. Judgmental.
Yep. 110,000.
Overly analytical.
Yep.
Loathe highly structured environments.
A little.
Clueless in romance.
Yes.
Emotions. None.
Just a giant page. None. Nothing else on the page.
There is not a truth existing which I fear. Question with boldness. Romantic relationships. Here we're getting into the saucy stuff.
Don't try it.
Politeness is artificial good humor. In other words, you're basically saying being polite is fake.
Yes. It's true.
God.
This is why I can't interact with. I disagree interacting with people because we're coming to it in different terms. We're starting with lies, Clayton.
Oh God! Always remain cool.
That's why I like
truth and morality
about sort of the kind of relationship where you can call each other a cunt and you know that you don't mean anything by it.
Well, so being British or Australian,
exactly.
Basically. Okay. Your friendships.
Yep. None.
It's like no person will complain for want of time who never loses any.
Fair enough.
Archetypes will keep up with just a few good friends, eschewing a larger circles of acquaintances in favor of depth and quality.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that's actually the same for me, too. Though.
Yeah.
I prefer quality over quantity.
These are very vague.
But friendship is precious. When they're in the comfort zone among people they know and respect, architects have no trouble relaxing and enjoying themselves.
Quite right. Sarcasm and dark humor. Yeah.
Not for the faint of heart. Yeah, well, I just watched some of our videos.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we find mind? We've basically pegged you on that one.
Personality types.
Ah, there we go.
You were
the
mediator.
Meteor. And that frigging flighty hippie.
Yep.
Dirty hippie. Strengths and weaknesses for Clayton.
Fucking dirty hippie. Oh, they must save the world. It's all they do is smoke weed and smell bad.
That voice you're doing looks like that guy. It would sound like,
it really
oh my
does.
God.
This is Frodo.
So, okay, idealistic. Yeah. I may be a little dour now, but I still like to hope for the best. Seek and value harmony. Yeah, I like things to be even. That's actually a really strong driving force in my life, is making things equal and even.
You would play a good true neutral character in Dungeons and Dragons.
I love true neutral characters. People say they're the most boring, but you can do anything.
I don't think that they're the most boring. I think they're the most difficult to do right.
Fair enough. I might be able to pull it off, though.
Ooh.
Open-minded and flexible. I can be. Some people would say I can't be. I'm getting better at it. Very creative. I come from a super creative family.
I've noticed.
So, yeah. Passionate and energetic. I can be about the right subject and such like that. So, dedicated and hardworking. My weakness is I'm too idealistic.
Just high all the time.
Too altruistic? Yeah, I suppose. Trust me, it's a thing I think about a bit too much on that. I probably need to stop being it. But anyways, impractical. Dislike dealing with data. Fuck this. What is this? This is stupid.
Numbers.
Quantification. This is boring.
Math.
Actually, I am horrible at math.
I am too, to be honest. Despite the fact that I'm the
You're
architect.
a malfunctioning robot.
Beep boop. What are numbers?
Take things personally. Yeah. Difficult to get to know. I'm private and reserved and self-conscious. That's why we're good at being mediators, though, is we don't let a lot of ourselves out there, so people see us as truly neutral and to a cause, and that's why they have us be
Married relationships, none.
mediators. Love all, trust few, do wrong to none.
I'd like to know what the heck is going on.
I swear to God, I thought that said love all, trust a few, do none. It's like, well, that explains a lot.
I love this image, is these two people having a Frodo and a scientist woman having breakfast.
Yeah. Wait, the scientist woman showed up in yours as one of your archetypes.
Maybe it's just a generic person. Maybe
Stay fuck away from me, scientist woman. Love all, trust few, do wrong to none. Fortunately, these are qualities that mediators are known for, and while it can be a challenge to separate long-fostered fantasy from reality, yeah, for sure. Mediators' tendency to focus their attention on just a few people in their lives means that they will approach new relationships wholeheartedly with a sense of inherent value, dedication, and trust. There is a downside to that. I can tell from personal experience.
Yep.
We go into it at full bore with all that, but when it goes bad, it crushes us. And I know this. I'm being serious for a second. I hate being serious for a sec on this channel, because that's not what we're about. But I'm going to be serious for a sec. It crushes us, because we've put so much into it, and then it's been rejected, and we're just like, what? Anyways, I'm going to get out of that. That's dark. Where's Geek Gamer Alert? We make stupid jokes. And
we made a Holocaust joke like 10 minutes ago.
Exactly, Holocaust joke, and then into fucking serious. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. That's what I tell her all the time.
Hey! That's Geek Gamer Alert's 1 millionth sex joke. Congratulations, everybody.
Now, if only either of its hosts had sex. But anyways, that's their uncommon worst. At their best, okay, so the aversion to conflict, while contributing greatly to stability in the relationship when done right, is probably the most urgent quality for mediators to work on. Between their sensitivity and imagination, they're prone to internalizing even objective statements. In fact, yeah. This is basically what I was just saying, basically. Anyways, they do everything they can to be the ideal partner, staying true to themselves and encourage their partners to do the same. But some people just don't want to. Friendships. How poor are they that they have not patience?
Look at these two fucking hippie ladies.
I like where this is going.
It honestly, like, look at the hand on the thigh. Look at the uncomfortable gazes. This is gonna get real gay real fast.
It's all uncomfortable. They have beady little eyes.
And ever smiling faces.
In a lot of ways, this limits the potential pool of friends to other types in the diplomat role group who are... You weren't in the diplomat role. What were you?
I don't remember. We'll take a look.
Anyways, it was subtle clues left by the mediator friends who are more likely. We're going to keep looking at this afterwards, because this is interesting. I don't want to keep boring you guys with the information, but we found out that we're vastly different people with slight interests.
The fact... I mean, this is kind of like... Our opinions, this is already kind of evident just when we compared opinions on just like really trivial shit that we're very, very different people.
The shit that you hear us talk about on when we're playing games. And like this has been slightly eye-opening, I suppose. We've learned a little bit on that.
I've yet to awaken my persona.
We need to be in some sort of distorted world, though, I think, usually, if we're at to work.
I know,
we live in a world where... No, I'm not going to get into that. We live in the world that is as it is now.
World is already terrible. It's already pretty fucking distorted.
Where the fuck is my persona?
I'm sorry, that was a pop in my throat. I don't know what that was.
Anyways. On that note, we'll leave it there. I hope you've learned something new about us here at Gamer Alert. We're both completely insane.
I hope you forget
and
all about
very emotionally unstable. Very turbulent.
That's the title of the video, is Very Turbulent.
And on that note, we're going to see y'all later. Be good to each other, eh? Because, not everybody can handle things as well as others.
Yeah.
It's true. Were you coughing or laughing?
I was chuckling.
Okay. Not everybody can handle things as well as, so, be good to each other. Green Giant.
What?